I said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee.
Okay, so the Most High is going to make himself known amongst us when he comes and he destroys the so-called white man, okay? People will say, is this a man that weakened the nations, okay? Because the so-called white man is the one that weakened the nations, man. He's making Afghanistan into rubble, freaking Iraq into rubble, Syria into rubble, okay?
Making a big mess.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. Thus, with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me, and have heard them. Thus saith the Lord power, while the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea.
And that's Idumea, which means as Edom.
Edom.
It says, Bible Compact Dictionary, Zondervan, it says, Edom, the nation and its people who were descendants of Esau. He founded the country, so was his name equated with Edom. The country was also called Seir, or Mount Seir, which was the name of the territory in which the Edomites lived. And Mount Seir, the reason why they call them Caucasians is because the word Caucasian means cave dweller, okay? Or one that dwells amongst mountains and caves, right? That's why the white man loves to live out in the bush, okay? He loves hunting, he loves his meat rare, and he's so freaking hairy, okay? He's really hairy. And you know what? All these things equate to him, man. It says here, Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as a scene of great future judgment. So notably, Isaiah 34 verse 5, 63 verse 1, she's the only neighbor of Israelites who was not given any promise from God or mercy from the Most High. So the one people who got some serious shit to pay for is the so-called red man, who the Edomites. Okay,
We just read.
this is the Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
The book of Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in the battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
And they are greatly despised, alright? That's why all these nations, yeah, these rats, these nations are going to turn up against these gutter rats who call themselves Jews, who call themselves Jewish, alright? They know what's going on in the system, in the American system, which judges all these other nations. They know Israel is a great lobbyer of laws, okay? They pay off all these peons in the government, okay? And America is just a pawn, okay? They're the go-to people or the go-to guy for these so-called rats. Go get him and have him do all your dirty work for you, right?
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwelt in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high.
There goes close to the rocks. Who lived in the caves, man? The cavemen, the so-called Edomites, Caucasians. Go ahead.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Who shall bring me down, right? Who gives you this image, false image, right? Says he's white, he's holy, right? Says to be colored is a weak thing. It's a it's wrong, it ain't right, okay? When really, to be so-called white ain't right, okay? To be brown is natural, man. To have skin tone or skin tone brown in your skin is natural. That to show that we're from the Adam. We kept that genetic representation, okay, of being people of the earth. But the fact that they don't look like they came from the earth, and you can see the blood under their skin, that's why they want to go tanning all the time. They want to hide that pasty face. You know, they can't hide that identity, man, that they're Edomites. Okay? That's why they age terribly. Okay? The so-called white race age terribly, and they're weaker than us as a people. Okay?
Book Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah, but taken vengeance and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. I'll skip to 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people, Israel.
The man of the Lord, the elected nation. And not only that, but during these race riots, the 2/3 of our people are going to be putting hell on these, on the so-called white men, alright? But the 2/3 are going to be putting hell on them during those race riots, okay? So they got both sides, but really, the man of the Lord with the spiritual power, alright? And the angels are going to have their way with this place.
No, don't throw my guy on the ground.
Verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
So the Most High is angry, okay? And he's gonna put his anger in us so we can fulfill his desires, okay? So we're gonna be lobbing off the heads of these so-called white people, okay? We're gonna be dashing the children against the stones.
According to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power.
We shall know his vengeance, okay? When you see this place filled with blood, okay? Psalms chapter 37, verse 7, it says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon. Edom is equated with the daughter of Babylon, okay? Because this place is a place of confusion, okay? Who ought to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee. Thou rewarded thee as thou hast rewarded us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. So the so-called white man's little ones, we're not going to have mercy on them, because they're little devils as much as the adults. No mercy on the elderly, okay? Because they're going to show us mercy. Like according to the so-called white man, there's no, he believes that he's exempt from punishment, from karma, okay? There's nothing in your makeup that makes you exempt from karma, so-called white man. The Bible says a tooth for a tooth, a stripe for a stripe, a life for a life. If you're gonna kill, so therefore you gotta be killed. You wanna get Revelations? Okay? Because the so-called white man loves blood, like the Bible says. Because you love blood, so-called white man, blood's gonna pursue you. And the Most High's gonna do his pleasure on you so-called ignorant ass white people, man. You devils, man. Hallelujah!
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So really, all our people, the nation of Israel, was led into captivity. The whole nation. So we don't give a shit about the fact that some of these Gadites will come up and say, well, we were never slaves, like they're proud. Okay? When the Most High put them in slavery. Okay? They don't remember because there's no remembrance of the past. But really, we all went into slavery, man. And right now, we're in the worst slavery. We're in a mental slavery. These Gadites are so asleep. Okay? It's unbelievable, man. But that's just how it is. The Native Americans are asleep. to know who the enemy is.
They're asleep and they're under witchcraft.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So the so-called one man led us into captivity. He's got to go into captivity. The so-called one man killed us with the sword. Therefore, he'll be killed with the sword. Thus say the Bible, man.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
And who are the saints? Okay? The man of the Lord, man. Okay? The ones who made a covenant with the Most High. We're waiting patiently until that day comes when the Most High will pay back the so-called white man for what he's done. The white man's going to be going to slavery.
Judgment on the heathen nations.
Jeremiah 50 verse 33. Thus the Lord of hosts of children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. So so-called white man has not let us go up to this point. We're still subject to payments. We still pay taxes out of our asses, right? Living from day to day. But we're looking forward to the day when we'll really rest, okay? When we will no longer go into captivity. When we'll no longer be beaten, have our nationality beaten out of us, okay? When we don't have to watch these coon-ass wetbacks, coon-ass Negroes, okay? Or salmon slappers who are loving this society, love this wicked-ass system.
We're supposed to hate this world. We're supposed to be angry at this world.
Isaiah, stop.